Imagery consists of data that are organized on a grid of columns and rows and usually represents a geographical area. In this slide, we see several examples: an image of an entire continent, a near-infrared image of the Great Lakes region, a panchromatic image of a city, and finally, a thematic image showing information as categories. Although each image is different, they all have one thing in common. Each image is made of pixels displayed on an X and Y axis. Images are the result of energy, in most cases light from the sun, reflecting off of objects on the Earth's surface. The sun shines energy in the form of waves to the Earth. When the energy reaches the Earth's atmosphere, some of that energy is absorbed, some is scattered, and some continues to the surface of the Earth where it interacts with an object or target. When interacting with the target, again, some of the energy is absorbed, some scattered, and some is reflected back up into the atmosphere. Our sensor flying overhead measures the amount of reflected light. The amount of light detected is recorded as a digital number, sometimes called the DN value. If a lot of energy is detected, a large number is recorded. If only a small amount of energy is detected, a small number is recorded. The range of digital number values is determined by the data range of the image being collected. Once the information is collected, the sensor downloads the data to a receiving station, where the information is processed to an image format that can now be visually interpreted. When working with an airborne sensor, the same process takes place. However, the information is sometimes collected on film and scanned into a digital format. The result is an image made of pixels. Each pixel represents an individual area scanned by the sensor and is the smallest piece of an image that contains unique information. The smaller the pixel, the easier it is to see detail. Each pixel stores a single digital number, which is displayed in a viewer as brightness. Small digital numbers result in dark pixels. Larger values result in bright pixels. There are two basic types of imagery: remotely sensed images made of continuous data from measured values, and thematic images made of discrete data representing class values. Let's take a further look at both types. Thematic images store information as categories. Each pixel contains a value which represents a class or category of information. These images are most often a single layer, created from the analysis of multispectral imagery. They can be used for further analysis and mapping. To better understand multispectral imagery, we need to first have a better understanding of light and how it's measured. Energy can be measured according to the length of its wave. Our energy source, the sun, shines a wide range of wavelengths to the Earth's surface. We use the electromagnetic spectrum to plot and classify the different wavelengths. Some wavelengths, such as visible light, we as humans can detect. However, the visible portion of the spectrum is quite small, and there are a lot of other wavelengths interacting with the Earth's surface that we can't detect. Because of this, we build our sensors to detect the wavelengths that we can't see. Multispectral sensors have many bands that detect specific wavelengths. Doing this allows us to see outside the visible spectrum and gain even more information about the Earth and its features. Many objects have characteristic spectral signatures. For example, healthy vegetation has relatively low reflectance in the visible red and blue, with slightly higher reflectance in green. When we look outside the visible spectrum, there is a relatively high reflectance in the near-infrared. Knowing this allows us to use this information to detect and study vegetation. Other targets also have characteristic spectral signatures. Water absorbs a lot of energy and therefore has low reflectance in most bands and appears very dark on a multispectral image. Bare Earth tends to have moderate reflectance in most bands and has moderate brightness on an image. There are two types of continuous images: panchromatic and multispectral. Panchromatic images are single-layer grayscale images, and they look like black and white photographs. Multispectral imagery consists of two or more layers, each layer containing digital numbers collected in a single band or wavelength. Each layer of a multispectral image can be viewed independently. Because each wavelength interacts with the Earth's surface differently, each provides different information about the Earth's surface. We can see that in this case, band 1, or the blue band, shows urban development very well. When we look at the same area using band 4, in this case the near-infrared band, we see water features very clearly. Band 5, the shortwave infrared, again shows us something much different. We can see water features in urban areas, but differently than in band 1 and 4. We can also use the color guns in the viewer to load 3 bands simultaneously. This creates the colors we see in the viewer. Each band or layer in an image is sent through one color gun. The digital number for each layer determines how much color is given to a pixel. If a layer of an image is sent through the red color gun and has a high digital number, then a lot of red is added to that pixel. A low digital number will have only a small amount of red added to the pixel. Combining the colors from each layer in various amounts creates the colors we see in the viewer. This color wheel shows how the colors combine to form the colors we see. Now let's see some examples. Here we see the layers of a multispectral image along with the three color guns, red, green, and blue. In this first example, we have taken the near-infrared and sent it through the red color gun. The red band is going through the green color gun, and the green band through the blue color gun. This band combination creates a false color infrared image. Vegetation is red, bare ground, cyan or blue, and water is very dark, almost black. If we change the bands so shortwave infrared is sent through the red color gun, near-infrared is sent through the green, and the red band is sent through the blue color gun, we now see something very different. Vegetation is now orange, urban and bare ground are lavender, while water is still very dark. Finally, if we want to view the image in true color, we send the red band through the red color gun, the green band through the green color gun, and the blue band through the blue color gun. The image is now displayed using natural colors. Through this example, we can see that by using different band combinations, different features become more obvious. We can use these band combinations to help locate and extract the information we are most interested in.